Hello. In this video, I'll be going over my 2019 art goals. And guess what? This video is 2 weeks later than what I've planned. We're really on a roll for my 2019 art goals here. Hooray! It's going swell. So before we get into my goals, I was completely clueless on how I should structure this video. So I decided just to have a random drawing in the background. Not really going to say much about it. Or them, I should say. They're just two drawings. So I'll just have drawings in the background. And then I'll have some other supplemental material here and there, whenever appropriate. I was going to have this, my Jellycats banner, as my background, but it's low quality footage from my old camera. So I decided to go with my super nice footage of Sylveon and Turtwig from my new camera. And now that that's all out of the way, let's get right into it, shall we? Art goal number 1. To get this video done before the end of January. I got super lazy, super sick, and a little bit sad. So I didn't finish this video when I wanted to, but at least it's getting done. Okay, now I'll cover my actual for real goals that I sat down and brainstormed. I just thought that first one would be a nice jokey joke, you know, haha funny. Haha funny. Please laugh. Because I'm not. Alright, for real this time. Art goals for 2019. Number 1. Make artwork. Aiming high here, yeah? Yeah. But not just any artwork. 4. That's right. 4 specific pieces I would like to make by the end of this year. Why just 4? Because I know how I am. If I go any higher than that, I probably won't reach the goal. Taking baby steps, little itty bitty baby steps. Keeping my goals realistic. So I'll go over the ideas I have for the 4 new drawings I would like to do. One of the drawings has a sketch already done for it. The rest of them have little thumbnail sketches. These are really preliminary, and I'm probably just going to completely redraw the one that already has a sketch done for it because I drew that out a while ago now, so yeah. Let's just go over the 4 ideas I got. So this first one that I have is a fan art for Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Oh wait, no, it's Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion now. So I originally drew this sketch out like 4 years ago now. Well, what was it? Summer 2015? Haha! And I have yet to finish it. Lovely, wonderful, huh? So I drew this out with two other Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion fan arts. I ended up doing the other 2, but I never finished this one. And I was like, well, I really like the idea. It's based off Specimen 8, or Dear God, whichever you would like to call it. I just really liked that specimen from that game, and I really wanted to draw a little fan art of it, but that never happened. Well, I guess I drew the sketch, but I never finished it. And at this point, considering this sketch is so old, I'm probably just going to completely redraw it. It'll look similar to this, but it's gonna look different. I'm not gonna use this sketch for the final drawing. I'm just gonna make a new one. And you know what? If I don't finish this drawing this year, I guess it's just not meant to be, and I'll never make this drawing then. Now the next 3, they don't even have sketches, they just have little teeny tiny thumbnail sketches. Some of them have 1, some of them have a couple of them. This next one I'm gonna go over is called Ma. So it's gonna be a new horror art. I used to make a lot of gross, gory, creepy art when I was in college, and I haven't made any since college. I think the last one I did was in like 2016. I would like to make some more. I'll talk about that more later on in the video. I'll go more in depth into the horror art I would like to do, but just gonna talk about this one right now. As you can tell, kinda creepy. I got a few thumbnail sketches for it. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna go with, but it's probably the one with the arms and the creepy spindly fingery hands. Ooh. Gross. Right now, I don't really want to talk about the theme, inspiration, whatever, it's one of those words. I don't want to talk about any of that right now, since it's really in the preliminary stage. It just has little thumbnail sketches. I'm not even sure how exactly I want it to look. I want that weird split face looking thing. That's definitely what I want. And I want it to look like a gaping hole, hence why it's called Maw. But that's all I got right now. So hopefully I can get this one done for this year. That'd be nice. The next set of thumbnail sketches are of Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. I drew these out in 2016. Never did anything with them, of course. I originally drew these out because I was playing through the remake of Majora's Mask for the 3DS. So like, you know what, I really like to make some fan art for this. But it never happened, and I also didn't finish the remake. Seems like drawing's the only thing I can't finish. I can't finish video games either. Real good at this. Real good at doing things. The best at it. That was sarcasm. I'm not the best. Perhaps I am the worst. So I don't really have much to say about these thumbnail sketches. I'm not even sure which one I would like to go with for the finished drawing. And who knows, maybe I won't even use any of them. And let's check out the next one. And this one has even less going on than all the other ones we just looked at. This is supposed to be a Pokemon fan art. It's of Nihilego. Yeah, I said that right. I said it right. Don't question me. So the thumbnail sketch is supposed to have a little person on a cliffside looking up at a bunch of little Nihilegos. That word I just said. Floating around the sky coming out of an ultra wormhole. When did I get this idea? Was it just last year? I think this one was just last year when I drew out this little thumbnail sketch and did nothing with it immediately afterwards. So yeah, this is ultra preliminary. I don't know what I'm doing with it. It might stay this way composition wise, but who knows? I don't, and neither do you. It'll be a surprise. Surprises all around. Great fun. Now we're gonna check out a little bonus one I would like to finish this year. It's an egg! Wonderful! Moving on. Just kidding, I guess I'll talk about it a little bit. So this is an oil painting. I started this in an oil painting class I was doing 2017. Yes, it was 2017 because I was doing this painting during Inktober of that year. And it's kind of just been sitting around since then. I'm not in that class anymore, and no, maybe I can finish it on my own. It's kind of just sitting there in my bookcase right now, just staring at me menacingly. Very menacingly. So maybe I'll finish it this year. It's just a little bonus. Just a little cute little thing I want to finish because it's there. I started it. I can see it every day. I should probably finish it, yeah. We'll see. It's a bonus one. I won't cry if I don't finish it this year. Now I do have a few little other extra bonus ones that maybe if I finish the other 4, 5 maybe that I just shown, maybe I'll get around to the other ones and I'll just show little thumbnail sketches for them. Don't have much to say about them. You just see them though. They're there. They're documented. I could be yelled at if I don't finish them. By whom? I don't know. The YouTube police? Yeah. I'll just go with that. It's a great joke. This one's on a napkin. That's pretty neat. It's in the advanced stages of ultra preliminary. And this is a Pokemon. Okay, it's a Pokemon drawing. Get another Pokemon drawing. Great. This one even had line art. It was inked and everything. But I was like, nah. I don't like this. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. I probably won't. But I'll put it here anyway. As documentation. So those were the new artworks I would like to do this year. Time for the next goal. Number 2. Redo some old artwork. Now I want to go over a drawing that I've been wanting to redo for a little while now. Just for a little while now. And guess what? It's another Pokemon drawing Woo! This time it's Flareon. So this one we're looking at right here, I did with watercolors back in 2016. And you know what, it was alright. I think this was my first watercolor painting. I don't think it was entirely with watercolors. I added some marker on top or something, I don't know. It's been a while. But it was mainly watercolors and I had no idea what I was doing. And I was like, you know what, I don't really like it anymore. It's kind of, you know, it kind of makes your eyes bleed. Just a little bit. So I want to redo this one with some markers. Probably not going to touch the watercolors, not really my thing. I do have some sketches for the redo of this one. Not sure if I'm going to stick with any of them. Probably not. I'll probably just redo a new sketch. Hell, I'll probably just give it a new pose at this point. I drew these sketches out back in May of last year, and I'm just like, nah, this is terrible, and I never touched it again. There seems to be a running theme here. Now, this isn't the first time I've done Flareon. This is actually a redo of an old kid's drawing I did back in 2004 or something like that. And there it is right there. Beautiful. So if I do this redraw this year, it'll be the third time I've drawn this Flareon. And with that, I just realized that I have only gotten through one page of my notes. I have about 4 more after this one. Whew, this video is going to take forever. It's going to be super long. I can't let that happen. Sorry, this video is probably very boring. If you're even watching anymore, if at all. Nobody watches these. It's okay. I'm mainly just making it more for me, so I have something out there to hold me accountable to myself. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the next section, which I like to call Make One Of. Yes, that's right. Just make one of a certain thing. And the first certain thing we're going to talk about is fabric art, or textile art, whichever you'd rather call it. So the one fabric art piece I would like to make would either be a jellyfish, a nudie branch, yes, nudie branch, or a plushie of Nihilego. Oh great, that word again. So one of those. Doesn't have to be all 3, considering this is called Make One Of. Just want to at least make one of those things. That would be nice. In college, I used to make fabric art all the time. I haven't made any since 2016, so about a year after I graduated. And I still have all of my fabric supplies. They're kind of just sitting there in my closet, doing nothing. Also staring at me menacingly. Yep, very menacingly, just like the egg painting. It's like they know that I'm too lazy to do anything with them. And speaking of not making anything with fabric since 2016, I like to lead into the next thing I would like to make, and it would either be a cosplay or an outfit. Now, not only did I make artwork out of fabric, I also made clothes during college as well, so I know how to draft a pattern, sew some stuff, I know how to dye fabric, and all that fancy stuff. And I have made a couple cosplays and a couple outfits myself from scratch, but I haven't done that either since 2016. Now I say cosplay or outfit because cosplay is pretty expensive and I don't got the money for that. And if I make a cosplay, I'm gonna want to show it at a convention. And I definitely don't have the money for that. So maybe I'll make a cosplay. But if I can't afford that, I'll just use the fabric that I currently have to just make an outfit of some sort. Doesn't really have to be anything spectacular. Just need to make something. Some kind of clothing material that I can wear. That is the goal. So we just went over 2 make one ofs. Make one fabric piece, either a jellyfish nudie branch or Nihilego, and at least one outfit or a cosplay. Ooh, I got through that page pretty quickly. Isn't that nice? That's nice. Next one. The next make one of. Make one makeup work. Now, there's another repeating theme here. I used to do a lot of makeup in college, too. I was a theater minor, and I was a makeup artist on a couple theater productions back in college. And I also haven't done any makeup work since 2016. Damn, there's lots of running themes here. 2016 seems to be the year that I just gave up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Anyway, now the makeup work I would like to do would be the Armored Titan from Attack on Titan. Ooh. I did the Colossal Titan back in 2016, and I wanted to do the Armored Titan shortly afterwards, but that didn't happen because, well, it didn't. Now I'm really kind of iffy on this one. I'm not sure if I want to do it because I don't like posting my face online. No one needs to see this. No. Ew, no. But I did post a picture of me in the Colossal Titan makeup. I figured since my entire face was covered with makeup, no one would really recognize me or be able to pick me out of a crowd or see my horrifying bare face. So, I figured it'd be alright. And I suppose for this one, my face would also be fully covered in makeup, so I don't know. I would like to do it. It certainly wouldn't be a YouTube video, that's for sure. You're only gonna see the after, not the before. Ain't nobody wanna see that. I don't wanna see that. But I have to.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Now the next make one of would be to do one oil painting. Just one, and that doesn't include the egg painting. I want a brand new one. Not quite sure what I want it to be, but in my notes it says Mikasa's Sunset ? And that would be the little thumbnail sketch we saw earlier that I did on the napkin. Maybe I'll do that as an oil painting. That would be fun. I haven't done many oil paintings. I think I've only done 1.5. That's great, 1.5? No, 1 3/4, because I do have that egg painting. So there's 1 and 2 unfinished ones. Maybe I can add a second finished one to that list. And the last make one of I would like to do is to make a single item out of polymer clay. Not sure what, but I have a large stash of polymer clay, and I've had this stash for years. I don't even remember how long, but it's been a long time. 2013? Oh gosh, I don't even know. It's when one of the local art stores went out of business and everything was on sale, and I just bought a whole bunch of polymer clay and proceeded to do nothing with it. But I have it, and it's there, and I have a bunch of little tools too. As for what I would like to make with it, I'm completely clueless. Maybe I'll figure that out later on. Maybe it'll be a little figurine. I don't know, that might be too ambitious for somebody who doesn't know how to use polymer clay at all. And with that last make one of, we're done with the artwork section of this video. How wonderful. Now we're gonna get into other goals I have in mind. Goal number, we're gonna go over my practice goals for the year. And practicing never, ever goes well for me. I don't have vague goals like practice anatomy 10 minutes a day. No, I have specific courses, I suppose you can say, that I want to either finish or actually start. So the one is Draw a Box, which you can look up online and check it out for yourselves. And the other 2 are Udemy classes that I bought last year and haven't touched. So I would like to get through those 2 classes and get through all of Draw a Box by the end of this year. Those are my practice goals. Can I do it? Who knows? I haven't even started up again on either. I'm probably gonna restart Draw a Box all over again. I think I got to lesson 1.3 in Draw a Box and then I just gave up. I think I've done that twice so far. Gotten to like around 1.3 and then just gave up. Fantastic. As to what Udemy classes I have, the one I bought was the ad that used to show up on YouTube all the time. Yeah, that ad got me good. I don't remember what the class is called. I'll probably just put it up in text because I am too lazy to look it up right now. And then I have one more class that wasn't an ad on YouTube. I just kind of saw it while I was browsing Udemy and I was like, hey, why not try it? but I didn't. I just bought it and didn't touch it. Carrying on with the next part of my art goals, we're gonna transition onto specific YouTube art videos I would like to do. Or at least video goals. So I have one video in mind that isn't specifically related to an artwork. And it's the marker haul video I've been planning on doing since last year. So if I've had a bunch of markers sitting around for months that I really haven't touched. Okay, well I've used some of them, but don't tell anybody that. I didn't use any of them. So I want to do a fresh unboxing of these markers in a rather strange marker haul video. At least I plan on making it a little strange, because if it's just a plain old haul video, I would probably get bored. People watching might get bored too. Though I have to be careful. If I make it a little too strange, I might piss some people off. Now, more general goals for video making. I just want to be a teeny bit more ambitious when it comes to editing videos. I really don't like editing, and I'm usually pretty clueless when it comes to anything any more advanced than a time lapse and a voiceover. I mean, I have been trying to make them a little more fancy, either in production or I have fancy lights, like I did in my intro for my 2018 art review, or just more interesting effects in editing. The only interesting effect I'm really capable of right now is that dissolve effect in transitions. Yeah, that's the only thing I can really do that's impressive. It's not really that impressive. So, I would like to try to make more impressive editing. Oh, that's gonna be so hard. Oh. Hey, who knows? Maybe this video will have fancy editing to it. I don't know. I'm just doing voiceover right now, and I'm just gonna put all the visuals in afterwards, because I'm just clueless editing this video. I don't know how I want to edit. Ugh. Okay. I think I'm almost done. I still have like 2 more pages of notes, but I'll probably just make it short and sweet. So moving on to just more general art goals / maybe life goals / video goals, just really general, nothing specific here. So I want to do more original art. As of right now, I don't really have any plans for original art other than the Ma thing that I talked about earlier. The other ones are all fan art. To be quite honest, fan art will get more views, almost always. So, and I have no problems doing fan art. I actually really like doing it, so. I used to do more original art in college because, well, I had to do it. But I like doing both, and ever since college I really haven't done a whole lot of original art, so I like to do some more. More than one. Only thing I have planned is Ma, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do some more. There's other things I've been working on and thinking of in this brain of mine. This wonderful brain of mine, so we'll see. And the next one I have is more meaningful art. Maybe that's not on really high on the to-do list, but maybe art with a little more thought put into it. Some theming behind it, a little framing device here and there. I don't know. We'll see. See, I'm of the opinion that art doesn't really have to have an inherent meaning or some kind of profound meaning to it. I don't care. I'm very much a visual person, and if I like the way it looks, usually I won't care too much about the reasoning or theming behind it, but sometimes that'll make it more interesting, and I would like to flex my creative muscles a little bit more in that regard. And next on the list I have more horror art. So I mentioned that earlier in the video when I talked about Ma. I seem to be talking about that art piece a lot. Gosh, that must mean, gosh, I better do it this year then, if I keep talking about it in this video. I better do it this year. I swear if I don't, that's gonna be embarrassing. So yeah, anyway, more horror art. Like I've said a million times in this video, I used to do that a lot in college, but I haven't done it in a while, and I would like to. Almost all of my artwork in college was a bit creepy and gory and on the horror side. And I really do miss it. Back in the day, it wasn't really doing it all that for me anymore. I wasn't really feeling it. So I started to transition into something a little more, well, less horror. And now I've gotten to the point with all the fan art that I've been doing that there's really no horror involved at all. And I would like to go back. Well, not completely go back. I'm not going to ditch the stuff I've been doing. But I just want to add some more horror art into my repertoire. That's a word. Huh. Next on the list is in regards to pretty much all aspects of this video, both in my artwork, in my video making, and in my life, is be more positive. So if you haven't noticed, I'm quite the negative person. In fact, I'm very negative, to my detriment. And I'm afraid positivity will come off forced, coming from me, considering how just naturally negative I am. But sometimes I feel like I kind of just bully myself, and that's not very helpful. It's not very productive, and I don't get anything done, and that's why a lot of these videos either don't get done on time or never get made at all. That's also why I don't really make a whole lot of artwork, at least not nearly as much as I'd like. I already started doing this, at least in my videos. I know for art goals I edited out the more negative and depressing parts of those videos, and I'll probably end up doing the same to this one too. So hey, there's something. I can't say that for anything else, but at least I got one thing that I'm trying to be more positive with. The next one I got on the list is be more open, at least in regards to videos. And nah, I really don't feel like talking about all those notes that I have on there. Not quite ready for that. Granted, I'm usually open about my distaste for myself and my artwork, but maybe I should be a little less open about that stuff. Keep that a little more private, or you know, try to not be so negative in that regard, and maybe be a little more open with other things. I do have some problems that really don't help in regards to art making or really anything at all. I would like to go back to therapy, but that's scary. It really is. It's really all I want to say about that. So I guess I was a little more open. Yeah. Not as open as my notes wanted me to be, but hey, it's good enough. Now we're starting to wind down. I only have one more thing on my list. I don't know if I want to talk about it because, this stuff. So it says collaborations. Do some collaborations this year. Oh. I haven't noticed. Not the most sociable person in the world. I think in my channel description it says I have the social tact of a wet noodle. It's about right. And boy, collaborating with people I don't know on the internet, making artwork with them, that's a scary thought. That's why it's the last thing on the list, because that's probably the last thing I would even do this year, if I even do it at all. I've always been freaked out about interacting with people online. I know it's kind of weird, but I've always been this way. Even though a lot of the interaction is through text, my brain it's all like, nah. And voice chatting with people I don't know might even be worse. I don't know. I don't do it. I guess I wouldn't know. So needless to say, I'm not in any hurry to do collabs. And that's about all I got. That's it for my art goals video. Got a little somber there at the end. Not nearly as peppy as I was. I think a lot of that was, I wouldn't say faked, but exaggerated at the very least. Oh well. Gotta keep it entertaining for the YouTube video, I suppose. Though I'm really not sure how entertaining this video was. Uh-oh. I said I was supposed to be more positive. No. Oh no. I ruined it. I messed it up. I messed it up already. Oh no. So if you like this video, you could like, comment, and subscribe if you want. I usually say you probably shouldn't at the end of that, but you know what I said? I'm supposed to be more positive. So yeah, just like, comment, and subscribe if you like. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. So have a nice day. Hopefully you like this video. Toodaloos.